Okay, so I'm waiting for Noemi to um, come on, and then I will add her. Um, a whole bunch of y'all want to go live with me, and um, wow, even people that I didn't expect. Whoa, it's a lot of y'all. No, I've never seen so many people on my live chat. Not even this, this much. Y'all made me kind of nervous. Now I'm like shaking. Um, I'm just waiting for her. Um, oh, she might be waiting for me. Jesus Christ. Yay. She is. Hey,
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good and you?
Um, Nervous. Like I was saying before.
Me too.
There's there are so many people in this live chat,
Yeah.
almost 600, and they're not
Hello.
here for me. They're here for you. Um, how are things in Paris for you right now?
Oh, in Paris, there is a lot of things happening, I mean, like in United States. So, important things are going on right now. Not easy, but really important. So, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. My friend was putting up the lighting. I'm like, I don't need the lighting. um, I I I don't want to keep you on too long, so I want to just get started with the questions. But would you consider Portrait of a Lady on Fire like a turning point in your career? And if so, in what way has it changed your career?
Um, yes, it is. It is definitely a turning point in my career for many reasons. Um, First, because this movie, I think, had a really huge echo all over the world, and it started Cannes Film Festival, and so this echo has affects my career in a way that it gives me more opportunities, and so this is a big chance to have more opportunities as an artist because then it gives you more how I can say that, more chance to do choices, and choices
Hmm.
uh, is a big a big thing, and then you have to fight to go to do the good choice,
Hmm.
and that's it's something important in a career, and also because I met fantastic people in this movie, and
Hmm.
we way more than just a movie. We in a shooting, we it opened my mind in a lot of way, artistic and political way, and we're sharing on long term ideas, visions, trust, and yeah.
So it's I think like being surrounded by a group of supportive women is always very helpful. It's very different
Yeah.
than, being on male dominated sets. So I completely understand. And like with that, in regards to Portrait of a Lady on Fire, there's been a lot of discussion about the female gaze and people discovering it like it's something new. But I'm wondering, when you watch like any type of film, what does the female gaze look like to you, like when you watch it?
You mean when I watch movies, or in general for me, the female gaze? What?
Like in general, like if it's a film that is about a woman, um, and when you think of the female gaze, you expect to see certain things. And
Yeah,
I'm wondering what those things look like to you.
yeah. Even when I read scripts, you mean like yeah, like now before this movie, I was not really. I didn't know really what was the female gaze, and
Hmm.
I was not really focusing on this. But now I
Hmm.
understand how huge this is important, even for me as a woman, and for all the women. So, um, sorry, the question.
The female gaze.
Yeah, the case for me is what I understood with this all this movie of portrait and the collaborators, and it's for me it's kind of a connection, or a reconnection as a woman with ourselves, with our history, with our sensitivity, and and the female gaze, it's an invitation to the world, to a new sensation, because it's stories that haven't been told, showed, and um, it's stories through the woman's eyes, with
Hmm.
their sensitivity, their
Hmm.
imaginations. And even if it's a story of a man, it's a story of men through a woman's eyes, and
Hmm.
it's different, and it's not only the sensibility of a woman. I think I'm just talking about what I think. I think it's a sensibility of an experience of a woman's, but
Hmm.
with a point of view. I don't know if my English is right now, but uh, that deconstructs the automatism of the male gaze,
That's perfect.
because you can be a woman and still tell a story through male gaze, because it's automatism that
Hmm.
you have, because you grew up. Even for me, like I grew up in the male gaze that has been imposed and been the majority. So it's this female gaze has to go through a deconstruction of all this automatism, and you have to, yeah. I look really, if the woman in a film or a script is showed as an object or as a subject. This is the first thing that you watch. I think that is important.
Thank you. That was a really good answer, by the way. That was good. Woo! No, that was a really good answer. Because okay, so I saw Jumbo at Sundance earlier this year, and I really, really liked it and really, really identified with it. I thought it was a really uh, sympathetic and empathetic film that is queer and also like told from the female's perspective. And I'm wondering, like, I know that Zoe Widdock is like a first time, this is her first feature film. And I'm wondering, what do you think that, I'm wondering the energy on set of, of the film when working with a new director is different than working with someone experienced. Like, what is that energy like?
Yeah, it's a good question actually, because
And I'm going to turn this on silent. Sorry. Continue.
no
I'm
problem.
sorry.
No, the energy of a first movie is really precious, I think, because there is a lot of energy actually. And Zoe was, yes, it was her first film, and she was like really into it and searching a lot. And I feel like it's, in art, when someone do his first œuvre, how you say œuvre? First art object,
Hmm.
artistic object. There is a lot of searching, and to help someone to search and look for his art is something
Mm.
magical, actually. And so there was a lot of discussion together, even with Emmanuel Berco, who is
Hmm.
playing mother in the movie. And it was really important for Zoe to make a huge connection between all of us, and work a lot to find with her really what she wanted to share, and that is really precious, I think.
That's
Yeah, and there is something like in Zoe's film, there is something with Jeanne so modern, so strong,
hmm.
because Jeanne is not only, she's really introvert woman,
Hmm.
but at the same time, when I first read the script, I felt that she was so strong because she has a different desire from what her mother expects and the world expects from her, and she goes to live her desire, and she tried to make people understand her with a really soft manner to make people understand, and that, I think that is really strong in.
Like, did you shoot Jumbo before Portrait or
Yeah,
after?
before, like 1 year before Portrait.
Oh wow, so it was like back to back.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I like how did you prepare for a role like Jumbo, especially with the objectum sexuality? Did you do a lot of research about that and getting into that role and understanding what that meant?
Yeah, I did a lot of research with Zoe. Actually, it took time to find money to the movie, to shoot the movie. So we spent like 1 year together, actually. She gave me a lot of things to watch, and a documentary about Erika Eiffel.
Hmm.
We met Erika Eiffel before, and she talked a lot about her, and this documentary, a woman who, how you say that in English, a woman who fell in love with the Eiffel Tower, who married the Eiffel Tower,
Hmm.
uh, and you follow three, four women who are in love with the objects, and that was a starting point for preparing Jeanne, the character of Jeanne. And we spend hours and hours to talk about it and to find uh, Jeanne. Because as I said, she's really introvert, and it was important to find the way she is with people, with her mother, where she is really like shy and not feeling really well, and when she is alone by herself and with Jumbo, she is way more large, wide, and this was something to find it in the gesture and in the gaze. And I wanted to say something else. I wanted to, yeah, say what is really important. It was to not copy like Erika Eiffel, or it was try to find
So was it like to try to create something original, something different from Erica Eiffel, or?
Yeah, I was trying to really find um, true, like I wanted, and Zoe wanted the spectator to really believe in this love story and
Hmm.
not done with judgments. It's what I like in the script, actually, is there is no judgment. There is a lot of poesy because you are in Jeanne's eyes, and you don't try to explain as she is, people who are objectophile, objectum sexuality,
Hmm.
to not see them as, how you say, bête curieuse, uh, as a disease or as something like, you know. Uh, so it was really important to work as Jeanne, as someone who is falling in love, actually, and that was the big part of the preparation. And what was difficult at the beginning is that I had to play with the machine, and
Hmm.
that an actor I never did. But Jumbo, I was seeing as Jumbo as a mirror of Jan's also. So
Hmm.
for her, it was easier to share something with the machine,
Hmm.
because more neutral, more easy sometimes than with people, that they put their desire, their expectation on her, and it's really like she's not comfortable at all with it. And with Jumbo, she is, she just feel more comfortable. And actually, it's a huge hors norm. You say hors norm in English? Hors norm.
A huge. Uh, Anybody?
All different love story, and it's this movie in Jan. It respects all of the different love and different all the differences. I don't know if I'm
No, it's perfect. I just wish that I knew the word that you was talking about, and now I feel
hors
bad.
norm.
I feel like
Oh,
out of
sorry.
the norm, out
Thank
of the
you.
norm. So out of the ordinary, we say out of the ordinary, or
Yeah,
outside of the normal otherness. We have different words for it.
and what
Um,
we talk also is the fact that not at all. It's not a generality. Not all the person who are objectum sexual are have autism or trauma. Like Erica Eiffel said us that she doesn't.
mhm,
But it was important to see Jeanne as someone who sees the world differently. Everything is more like the way she see the lights, the sounds, the movement is r- really intense. Actually, she has like different sensibility to the world.
mhm. um, I really liked the movie, and I interviewed Zoe at Sundance, and we talked a lot about like the language that she used, as far as like Jumbo and communicating with Jean, and we talked about like, you know, how the story is, how some would consider the story very queer, in that there's a sense of what we call otherness, meaning there's a person who exists outside the normal society, and it is a relationship that is outside of heteronormativity, as we call it, or outside a normal heterosexual relationship. At least, you know, that's kind of what the definition is. For me, it may be different for other people. So, um, okay, so you have a lot going on. How do you, like, you have Jumbo and promoting that, and then you have your short film, Shakira, which just came out on a couple of streaming apps, and you have a feature film that you're working on. Like, how do you stay organized with all of that? Because I read all of that and I get like anxious because I can't imagine managing all of that. So, how do you stay organized? Like, how do you keep it together?
I'm not really organized, or I would say I'm organized in um, my mess.
So, we call that organized chaos.
Okay, organized chaos. I have a lot of, I don't know, I wanted to write and direct since a long time actually, but a kind of dream like that somewhere, and
Mm,
um, and it's the people I meet, like Celine, like Adele, like Emmanuel Berco, like
mm,
Mélanie Laurent. There are people, women who are doing a lot actually, and tells you like don't stay in the box. You are an actress,
mm,
but you can do other stuff too. If you have things to say, just go. And
mm.
that helped me a lot. So now I like, okay, but now I have too much things to do and to say. Like,
Do
no,
you have like an assistant, someone that helps you with
uh,
all of your?
I friends. Some I don't have assistants, but no, but I have friends who help me. Yeah, I think this is important. Friends, it's the most important. So friends, and I cut my journey and my weeks, between doing this, doing that, the promotion, and then I write, and then I do castings, auditions, and I cut my journey. But I don't know. I
Wow, that's like that's a lot of shit, man. Like, I gotta give you props. Like, I give you like applause because that is a lot of stuff to handle, and you still like you're happy, you're positive, and you're still smiling. Most people would probably, lock themselves in a bathroom all day and not want to deal with any of it. So good for you, and congratulations on all of that stuff that you have coming up. So
thank
I just
you.
wanted to I just wanted to say that. As
But
far as like,
sorry,
no,
sorry.
no, no, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go.
No, I was thinking about the fact that I think instinct, uh,
Hmm.
instinct and follow our desire is important. And even if to do movies, the feature film I did, like I couldn't have wait for years. Like it's interesting also to wait years and write and try to get opinions and money and do the thing kind of properly. But sometimes it can be scary and long, and if you don't know anymore what you want to say, what you want to do, like. So I do stuff like this movie. I do stuff like that. We left without money, just with friends, with a camera, and we did it like that. And I think sometimes also it's good to put in our lives so some energy and some instinct. Sometimes not all you can't do all the movies like that, but sometimes it's a good starting point. I think.
What? So how did you like formally learn how to like direct? Like, did you read any books? Or did people help you with, style or like, camera angles or whatever? How, or did you just sort of wing it? Like, I'll see what comes up and do it that way.
It's kind of both.
Okay, okay.
I think as an actress, you learn while you're shooting, and you shoot with different directors, so you have a vision of different techniques and different different techniques. So you learn, of course, and as an actor, you see a construction of a movie since the script, and then the mise en scène, and then you have the time to talk with every post in a shooting, and then you see a little bit of the post production also. And I watch a lot of movies, and that's how I learn. I haven't read books about filming. I read books about script writing that helped me. And then it's a mix of instinct and things that I learn, and yeah, it's a mix. And also it's the team you build, like, you know, the DOP, you say DOP?
You say the DP, director of photography.
Yeah, the DP, it's something, a trust between you and your team, and you, yeah, the DP I work with, also it's a discussion and proposition, and I learned, like, even if I was doing my first film, I was doing things. Sometimes I didn't know why I was doing this, but it's a lot of mistakes, but it's how you learn. I think.
I did any directors inspire you while shooting your first movie? Did you say, "Oh, I would like this to look like this or that," or did you want to create your own style?
It's a good question. I think you want to create your own style, but you're creating with the others, the people that you met, and you like portraits, like, it gives me a lot of and I think I'm not the only one, give me a lot of how you say that, inspiration.
Hmm.
um and yeah, I'm thinking about things that I liked, actually, that I loved, when I'm constructing the film I'm doing. And sometimes I try to not think at all about anything and to invent something new, but it's hard to invent something new. I think it's the hardest part.
Hmm. And inventing, listen, if you like, a lot of it is copying, but I think if you can do it well, then you can produce good work. A lot of great directors emulate other great directors, and they do good work still. So I don't think that that's something you have to worry about. My next question is about, like, France and, like, the film industry. Like, where do you think the landscape of French cinema is headed now that Me Too and diversity and inclusion stuff is, like, out in the open? Um, I read the interview the other day with Adele and Isa, and what they think about where the country is headed in terms of that. But as far as French film, the industry, the business, where do you think that is? Where do you think that's going now?
I don't know. I want to be optimistic. I think things start to move because people start to be listened, but it's just a beginning, and everything has to be done. But um, I don't know. I really hope it's in a good way. What I see is, I see I see a how can I say that? I see some changements, even if in the commission, commission, to help scripts, and I see discussion, and like the female gaze is really important in the discussion.
Mm-hmm.
We have to really be really vigilant.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a time when the people who have the power and the majority has a big work to do. They are the first one who have to be vigilant and give, I don't know if I say it right, but give the space to minorities to tell their stories,
Mm-hmm.
their experience of the world, because we missed this story since ever, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it start to change. Like it's so important that it's this change now, and it's a lot of work, but we have to, like, we have, I say we because it's the people who um, are in the majority or have more chance
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
be vigilant on this. And I want to be optimist about that. I want to be optimist.
I think optimism is good because it's very easy to be negative in this industry, especially like dealing with Hollywood. And that's my next question. Like, will you ever be in like a super big Hollywood film? Is that something you would be looking forward to doing, or do you like small productions and not dealing with American cinema?
I can't say like, of course I like when it's small, because I feel like it's really human. But I never did a huge Hollywood film, so I can't talk about something I never did. I would, if it's, sorry, someone called. If it's something huge, but something intelligent and something important, modern, and engaged, and then yes, I want, because then it has something essential and important. So I say yes, but it depends on what kind of project.
Good. That's a good answer. And I see like it's not, all about the money. And I mean, even if it is, that's fine too. But I see that projects are more important to you. Like good projects are more important than like, anything else. So that's really good philosophy to have. And like, do you have a dream acting role? Like you want to play like a witch or vampire, millionaire? Like, is there a dream role that you want? Um,
Not really. It's, I think it's my low battery. Um, uh, Wait, I'm rating my answer in English, because since it's one of those dreams.
it's okay.
I mean, I don't really have one rule that I dream. What I dream is it's when it comes out and jump at you, that you feel that it's a role that you were dreaming. Like portraits.
Mhm.
I couldn't imagine it.
Wow.
It's when it comes at you that you see, oh, this is a role that I dreamed about. But yeah, not really. What I like is, a modern role, strong role that makes me and make people like evolve, grow, and
Do you have a favorite genre
a
of
favorite
film?
what?
A favorite genre of film? Like, do you like horror movies or like drama
Oh,
or like action?
I
You know.
not really. I used to love horror movie, but long time ago. So I watch a lot horror movie, but not
Mhm.
anymore. I love I love love stories actually. I love love stories, I would say.
Romance.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good genre. I mean, I need to watch more romance stories. I like horror movies. Yeah, horror movies is like my favorite genre. And speaking of like different types of things, like, is there any, since you're doing a lot, you're acting, you're auditioning, you're editing film, and you're directing, are you gonna like go back to doing music too?
Oh, I never really did music actually. I had a band like 10 years ago with friends, but nothing really professional at all. And my problem is I'm really scared to sing in front of people. So it was really hard for the band because we had sometime concert, in a bar, and it was the end of the world for me. And I can only sing in karaoke's when I drink a little bit. But and then I did one song for a film that I was um, yeah, I was playing a girl who was singing, and we did a song for this film that is in the film actually. But that's it. I love to sing, but I'm not really confident or comfortable with it. I don't know why.
um, that's too bad. You have a really beautiful singing voice.
Thank
Um,
you.
and I was at my friend's house over the weekend, and we were just, on Instagram Live singing songs, and I was tempted to sing the song. I was tempted to sing the song that you sang because I was able to get the lyrics and stuff, but I figured that you might be embarrassed, so I didn't do it. I was scared,
No, I would have not.
but I think maybe I will do it next time. I'll sing it. I think I'll sing it next time. Uh, do you have time for like maybe one or two questions? Are you comfortable with that? No?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see. I have like 32, but I'm not going to. Um, First question is, which director would you want to work with in the future?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a hard question. I mean, for me, it's a hard question because there's so many directors. I mean, what I can say is I would love to do, I will not really answer the question, but I would love to do a musical.
Oh, a musical, huh?
Yeah, I would love to
It's
do a musical. I don't like to sing in front of people, but in a movie, I can hide behind the role. You can say that. I
hmm
can. So,
and it's funny because somebody asked, "What is your favorite Disney character?" And would you want to play that Disney character in live action? So, uh,
oh.
when you talk about musicals, Disney is like perfect.
um, if it
Would you
was
do
a
like,
movie, a Disney in a movie,
yeah.
I never thought about that. But when I was a kid, my favorite Disney was Pocahontas.
Oh, I love, I sing that at karaoke all the time. Colors of the
Really?
Wind. I love that song. I love that
Me
song,
too.
yeah.
In French, it's l'air du vent. I don't know in English, but the air of the wind or something like that.
Yeah, Colors of the Wind.
So yeah, I loved Pocahontas.
Some people are saying you would be good as Snow White. I saw Beauty and the Beast. So, let's
It's
see.
already made, no? Beauty and the Beast. It's
Um, yeah, if that's what you consider to be good. If What's the most difficult character you've ever played? in film?
They're all difficult in a way. They're all difficult. Actually, Melanie in Heaven Will Wait uh, was a hard character to play.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard because everything was hard because we shot this movie 2 days after the attempt. How you say attentat? Sorry, I don't know how to say that in attacks.
Oh
And
yeah,
attacks.
the World Trade Center attacks. Yeah.
Okay, so it was the attacks in November in Paris, and
Oh wow.
I had to play this woman who was uh, embrigadée with ISIS,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and that was hard part, but they're all character for me are difficult because it's I don't know. I think I put a lot of yeah. It's as an actor, you always try to do your best, and so it's always difficult, always.
Um, Everybody is asking to see Gino. Is Gino around?
No, because I'm not home. I'm in a
Oh,
friend.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So no
but
Gino.
someone is it's taking care of today, but I'm not
So
with him. But
oh
he's good.
yeah, everybody they loved him. They ask about him more than any of us. So um uh thank you very much for chatting with me. I am a very, very big fan of your work. Very, very big fan.
Thank you.
And I was at Cannes when Portrait came out. So I saw the press conference and you had the short hair. And I was so excited about the movie because I saw the movie at night. It was very late and I didn't know what to expect. But I was walking home at like 1 in the morning and I was so happy. So I'm very happy for all the success that you have as a result of the movie and your other projects. So I am a fan and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you very
Um,
much.
I am
Thank
very
you.
proud of you.
So, thank you.
Um, and continue to be an activist and learn as much as you can.
Yeah, that is important.
And yeah, thank you so much. I don't want to keep you on any longer.
And thank you
This
to
was for
everybody.
yes, this all the women's. Um, this was really great for me, so thank you. It
Thank
lifted
you.
my
Thank you.
spirits.
Sorry?
So thank you. I said it lifted my spirits. I feel like positive because your energy rubs off on me. So,
But yours
um,
too.
oh, thank you. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. And hopefully we can stay in contact.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you
Take
very much.
care.
Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
energy and for your questions. I really appreciate this moment. Thank
The
you very
same.
much.
Take
And
care,
keep in
everybody.
touch and maybe see you soon.
See you. Hopefully, I hope I can come to Paris at least to visit this year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but of course, if I come, I'll let you know.
Oh,
We can
good.
hang out or whatever. See you later.
See you. Bye. Thank you very
Bye.
much.